Hello, beautiful light beings. Shannon O'Flaherty here. Only just got the internet going again, so hopefully this lasts long enough for this little video. So today I want to talk to you about if you are feeling constantly in a state of emptiness. I used to feel this way all the time. I would wake up in the morning with a deep sense of dread, and I would look out the window and all I could see was wet and gray and cold, and I didn't want to get out of bed. I just wanted to lay in bed and pull the covers up over my head. And I felt that I was complaining all the time, because in my head I had this other life that I just felt was so completely unattainable. And I would complain all the time about the weather and about how cold I was. Yet I was so self-neglecting that I couldn't even dress properly. I couldn't cover up. I could never have enough clothes on to be warm enough. I didn't carry a blanket around with me everywhere I went. And so I was just cold all of the time. And because I was neglecting my own needs, of course, I blamed that on my husband, and I resented him for neglecting me. He was working a lot at the time, working really, really hard, trying to support this family, but I couldn't see the good that he was doing because I couldn't feel anything. I was so disconnected from my feelings that it was easier to just look at everything that was outside of myself and put it on somebody else. Give somebody else the responsibility of how I was feeling. So I was extremely resentful of him. I also felt completely overwhelmed because it felt like I had 18,000 things to do every single day. I had young children, I had this house, I had all my friends to take care of too, and all of the domestics, and just trying to keep myself together. And with all of this kind of stress and overwhelm, it would just paralyze me into a state of complete lethargy. So I would get nothing done. And then, of course, I would spiral into anxiety and guilt for being so lazy and just sitting there in a numb state of nothingness. I felt so disconnected. I felt disconnected from my husband. I felt disconnected from myself. And ultimately, I felt disconnected from love, because when you're so disconnected and all you can see is bleakness around you, you're not in alignment. You're not in alignment with your source, with your higher being. And so how can you possibly be receiving love if you can't even find the love for yourself? No self-nurturing, total self-neglect. It was a terrible time. It was a really terrible time, that constant feeling of emptiness. It's almost hard to remember that at this point in time. Hi, 80. Thanks for watching. Because now I wake up every day and I think, how wonderful that I'm healthy, how wonderful that I have great relationships with everybody. Excuse me, I should have brought water out. How wonderful that I can manifest the life that I want and that I have good feelings. And then I'm glad that the sun is shining. And even if it's raining, I think, well, good, the plants probably need it. Things are looking a little dry. So the outside circumstances aren't affecting me so much anymore. It's been a real shift. So when you're feeling empty, you feel like there's no way out of it. How are you ever going to get out of that state? But little by little, if you keep doing the work that I help you do, so you can get out of it. You can wake up feeling happy every day and self-fulfilled and connected to source, connected to your partner, going through the day without resentment, without neglecting yourself, feeling happy, feeling warm, feeling whatever you need to feel, because all of those good feelings are right there, right in touch for you. Give me a personal message. Let's have a conversation. Aren't you ready to heal your life now? I would really like to help you do that. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next video.